Hi there, this is Jim Kerwin and this is video 7 in the first of our Forever Young trilogy, with 8 and 9 coming your way shortly. Controversial issues arise all the time, but two recent ones demonstrate just why the Forever Young Club is such an important initiative. The first is an article written by a newly qualified doctor in Sweden, and the second is a chapter in a best-selling book written by a celebrated professor here in Ireland. Sebastian Rushworth graduated from medical school in January 2020 and is practicing in Stockholm. He started a blog about health to get the truth out there as much as possible. And as this is music to our ears, the link to his blog is set out below for those of you who are interested. In his blog, he says that doctors in medical school receive lots of training dealing with medical emergencies, but very little about how to avoid chronic disease and optimize long-term health. Furthermore, he says much of what they're taught is wrong. He had 3 lectures about nutrition in 5.5 years, learning how to avoid chronic disease, which is often caused by poor nutrition. One of those lectures in the last month before graduating struck a very strong chord. The lecturer showed a PowerPoint slide and said, "This is your Bible. This is what you're going to tell people." There were 8 actions on that slide. Eat more fruit and vegetables. Eat more fish. Eat more whole grain cereals. Eat less sugar. Eat less saturated fat. Eat less salt. Eat low-fat dairy, and eat less meat. Now, Sebastian has a strong interest in nutrition and has spent a lot of personal time studying the science. And he reckons at least half of the advice on the list is nonsense, not supported by scientific evidence. Yet he was told that this is your Bible. He actually feels that choosing this word suggests it's not science he was taught, but religion. Do you know which of the 8 items Sebastian thinks are complete nonsense? Well, if you do, or if you think you do, let us know in the comment section below which ones you think are nonsense, and we'll discuss the topic further in our first podcast and Q&A. Now, Luke O'Neill is a celebrated professor of biochemistry in Ireland, and rightly so. And his new book, Never Mind the Bollocks, Here's the Science, is a bestseller. But as I often do, I went straight to the chapter on nutrition. Why do you believe in diets? And to be honest, what I found didn't really surprise me. First, let me be clear, I agree with the sentiments of the title that diets don't work. And while he places considerable emphasis on genetics and new drugs as the solution to overweight and obesity, and they may play an important role, it's the final phrase of the last sentence, highlighted in bold text in the book, that really sums up the problem with the so-called science, and thus the real challenge we face. Here's that sentence. But the bottom line is unrelentingly clear. The vast majority of diets don't work in the long term, so try to eat less and exercise more. Now, advising his readers to eat less and exercise more is oversimplistic, and you deserve better than that. We agree diets don't work, but simply saying eat less doesn't work either. And I wrote a best-selling book about exercise, and I can tell you that simply telling people to exercise more is bollocks. That's why we chose nutrition and physical activity as 2 of our 5 core topics. The others are physical health, mental health, and mindset. So let us know what you think of the professor's bottom line in the comment section below, and we'll also discuss this further in our first podcast and Q&A. I hope this article demonstrates just how important it is to make sure you have access to accurate, reliable, science-based information you can trust. This will enable you to make good decisions about your health so you can develop an active, healthy, sustainable lifestyle and achieve your goals and dreams. So look out for the second video in our Forever Young Journey trilogy. It shows how to decrease your risk if you get COVID-19. Your comments and questions are very important to us. To contact us, all you have to do is click on the link below, complete the form and send it to us, and we'll respond to you as soon as possible. Thank you.